Big question on everybody's mind. Should you sell your bags of Saitama? Well, let's talk about it in this video. My name is Mike. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed for daily content. Look, there are two answers to this question, really. A lot of people are buying into Saitama.
Bro, I've ordered it.
Just as we've started this video, you can see a 14.1 ETH buy, a 6.5 ETH buy. But a lot of people are questioning what they should do with their bags. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Let's take a look at some of the stats for Saitama. 11.4 million in liquidity. Now, we can't really kind of follow that anymore. We know liquidity has been moved over to Saitamask, and I'm going to show you something that if you are a holder of Saitama, is going to be pretty exciting. Volume at 3.8 million. Again, that's purely through Uniswap. And then we can see $652 million market cap. Again, will be slightly skewed. It's all going to depend on what volume is going through Saitamask. And we kind of can't see that right now, to be dead honest. We've got people speculating. We kind of have a wallet address that we think we can track. But at the minute, no one really knows what the total volume is going through Saitamask. 342,000 holders over on DexTools. And the price, 1233, like I said, is seeing some good bit of kind of people buying in, and I'm going to show you why I think that is. Down 4.4%, you can see on the day. So let's take a look at the whole market. The whole market in general is down 3.1%, 1.7 trillion. A lot of nervousness in the market, and people are absolutely moving to more secure, stable assets as opposed to speculating in crypto. $2,500 Ethereum, 38.3 Bitcoin is super cheap, and you can go through the market. There are lots of opportunities to pick up some bargains right now. Some are slightly recovering, things like Binance. There's a couple of others that are just starting to come through. It's starting to move into those kind of green positions, but the overall market down 3.1%. So am I surprised that we're seeing things like Saitama down 4%? No, the difference, here we go. The difference with Saitama is there is an expectation around Saitama, which maybe other coins don't kind of have. So if I think about what I'm tracking, things like Vault, Inu, things like Shiryo, Shibnobi, Mandox are all down significantly. So Saitama is actually bucking the trend a little bit. Now, here's some big news that has just kind of dropped in the last 2 or 3 hours. We are seeing live pairings coming over onto DexTools. So you can see here, Saitama and Shuna V2 pairing dropped 3 hours ago. Saitama and Shiryo Inu, Saitama and Shaman, Saitama and Mandox, Saitama and Kishimoto. So if you're aware, they are all the tokens that have been listed or were in the first round of the saitamask application, and we are now seeing a live pairing on Dex. Currently, there is no liquidity pulled into him other than the Mandox one. We can see that, so we might even actually be able to see some trades going through over on this chart. We'll just wait for that to load, but you can see, feels like we're starting to move in the right direction. We can't see some income, so we'll just click back. But it does feel like we are starting to move in the right direction in getting some of these over onto the application, so people are going to be able to start doing it. I think that is why we are now seeing some nice movement in terms of price. So there is some significant buys coming in, and if I'm dead honest, Saitama 1253 feels like a pretty good buy. We also look at some of the catalysts. Here's a reason why I think we shouldn't be selling our Saitama. And right now, like I said, the market is down in general, so you only lose money when you sell. There is an expectation on Saitama, more so than a lot of other coins, but equally there is a lot of potential with Saitama that maybe some of the other coins right now don't have. And I talk about play to earn space that I think is going to be huge. Obviously, we have the Wolfcaster game that is expected to come out. Again, Gabe, if you're watching this video, hit me up on Twitter. Let's get an AMA. I don't want to talk Saitama. I want to talk Wolfcaster 1992, because I do think this could be a big catalyst for Saitama over what we're seeing on some of the other games. It does look a bit slicker. It does look a bit cleaner. And I know that Gabe's been doing a lot of work in terms of getting this up and running. So I think this is a real big catalyst for Saitama that isn't being talked about enough. That's my opinion. So there's a lot of positives to hold and go through it. And again, equally, if we've got to this point with Saitama and you've held all the way through, why would you sell at this point? Unless it's for any kind of real world things, I just don't see why you would sell. Equally, there is an argument to say that actually it would be a good opportunity to sell and go and try your luck with other projects. As an example, TERA is probably going to be one of the ones that everyone is kind of talking about. This thing is going insane. Could you pull your Saitama out and you put it into TERA? Absolutely. Of course you could. Could you make a huge gain? Absolutely. You could probably come back with all your losses. But like anything, in the DeFi space is speculation, and it is a sense of gambling or trying to predict the markets. Now, a lot of people say use technical analysis, you'll understand the market, da, 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 da. It's complete and utter nonsense. A lot of people that follow my live streams and are following the channel for a long time, I don't believe in technical analysis. I think you can measure markets, you can see trends, but a lot of it is affected by people's rationale and equally what people are doing. So there is an argument to say that you could cut your losses with Saitama right now and go into another project. There are projects launching every day that you could get into early. You could find the next 5,000x quite possibly. Doesn't mean Saitama can't do that. And again, you could buy into TERA right now and this thing could dump to the floor. So I think you just have to be calculated. Again, for me, what am I doing? I am holding Saitama. I'm just going to hold it. I've no reason to sell. We're in this deep. There's a lot of things coming for Saitama. What I think they need to do, get it right. They obviously have the AMA on Classy Crypto's YouTube channel. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping we are going to get an AMA that maybe kind of explains a few questions. What we don't want to see is just another AMA where we talk about Saitama and all the good things coming. I think there probably has to be a realization, and the fact they've been really quiet on social media, hopefully there is. Hopefully Classy's going to ask some pretty challenging questions. Hopefully we're going to sort of see what's going on, and I guess fundamentally why. That's the big question for everyone in Saitama is why is it not working? Why are we releasing a substandard product? And people are going to nick our chips if we don't get this right. So that's my view. That's on this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you still holding strong, or have you sold your bag and made your money elsewhere? And I'll see you guys in the next video.